Oh, hello everyone. Hopefully my new setup is working. Actually, this is the second take. I don't know what happened, but I can see it's recording. And my new, well, it's actually, I've had it for a while. I've just not taken the time to get to know how to do it. My Canon PowerShot G7 Mark III Canon camera. And excuse me a sec, I need my mask on. And it's actually this camera is actually the only camera that's approved by YouTube. So evidently, if you get like 30,000 subscribers to your YouTube channel, then you can go live on YouTube. Well, good luck to me. I don't know, but one of my goals, New Year's, is to get good at editing videos. So if anyone wants to show me how to do that, that'd be great, because like when I'm traveling or whatever, that'd be great. What's great with this camera, I can actually see myself on the screen there. I can flip it up and there we go. So but unfortunately this is the second take on this. And hopefully it's working. I have my microphone. I think it's on. I see a little blinky light, and it actually came with two. And there's actually two microphones. I don't know where the other one went. That doesn't matter. Probably around here somewhere. Did I lose it already? Whatever. I got two of them, and then I got it's called the Dead Rabbit. If I'm in a windy situation, I throw the Dead Rabbit over there. Well, where did I put it? That'll show up. That's around here somewhere. So anyways, and then in the mail, what I did, and I opened it up on air, the last that went bad, I got in the mail today, and I want you all to purchase the new Libby Junker Still Billy t-shirt. I think you're going to go to stillbilly.com, and where you can order all this merchandise. There's hoodies, maybe they have other stuff, and so like if you're traveling to wherever, and I know I'm gonna bring this, it's OD green, they have other colors, I like OD green, and I'm gonna wear my official Joe Goulet Raw TV, I'm gonna wear that. I've already worn that one in other parts of the world too, but yeah, make sure you get the official Libby Junker Still Billy. You know, either you're from Stillwater or you're not, that doesn't matter, get it anyways. Yeah, I was born here. Dr. Bielka delivered me. A lot of you, Dr. Stratty delivered you. Yeah, so now before we move on, I've been starting to have groceries delivered to my house through Walmart Plus. And yesterday I did the express thing, so it was going to show up at my house like within an hour, and I wanted to get some milk. And if you do this, you guys, make sure you're writing down everything, okay, that you want, because then you won't make a mistake per se. But I made a mistake. I didn't order the milk, and so they send you a message. You know, Ian in this case was loading up the groceries for me, and normally if they have it like 2 hours later, you can make changes. They send you an email. Do you want to make changes? Well, I was express delivery, and so I couldn't make any changes, but there was a line item on there. Do you need to communicate with your guy? You know, he's going around and it shows you where he's at. You know, I picked up the Velveeta cheese. I grabbed, you know, the peanut butter, and it'll say which items he's grabbed. Lime green potato chips or lime green tortilla chips, etc. Cheese, bacon. And I sent Ian a message that said, can you grab a gallon of milk? And I never got charged for that gallon of milk. And what Ian said when he got, well, we really can't add because he had the express order. Well, I got a gallon of milk for free, but in the meantime, I ordered another gallon of milk, so I got like 2 gallons of milk here. So, and my the first take of me using my phone didn't quite take, and I made on quote unquote live, I made a fruit smoothie. Here's a fruit smoothie. It's banana, strawberry, peanut butter, Greek yogurt, honey, ice, etc. But yeah, so I totally screwed up on camera making a fruit smoothie. But and a banana. And one thing I said is, I used too ripe of a banana. I like to let them get a little more raw, I guess. And I made fruit smoothies with blueberries and peaches. But if I make it with the peaches, all that fructose, I take it and I drain it all out and I wash off the fructose. We don't need all that fructose in our lives. But I do try to eat an apple a day. I got a bunch of apples here, Honey Crisps. And yeah, so I try to eat an apple a day. And yeah, like my New Year's resolution is to make quality videos, not this nickel and dime show I've had going on for a few years now. And yeah, also it's the cuffing season. I wanted to touch on that a little bit. I'm not participating in cuffing season, if you don't know. And it's not me, of course, but a lot of guys put themselves into situationships where you're not really a couple with the gal. Because modern dating is really kind of a crazy thing. And, you know, the situationship or a hanging out buddy, go to the movies buddy, but with a cuffing situation and you have your own place, although this place is only 320 square feet because I live in this, rent my house out. And me and another person, there's no way in heck we could live in this. Plus, I'm not going to do it anyways for various reasons. I'm not going to get into that. Okay, so when you order from Walmart, getting back to that, I totally forgot about this. You're going to get all these bags. And usually if I go to the Walmart, you know, I bring my own reusable bags. Number one, they're a lot bigger. And, yeah, and they're bigger and I can get more stuff in there. And usually with the Walmart bag, of course, like anything, you get all sorts of bags. And when I use the Walmart bag, what I end up doing is, so as I'm going out to my car and all the vibration of the cart and everything, things will start falling out. So I always, you know, I'll cinch the top, I'll tie it up, you know, double knot it. And the reason why I do that is, well, things won't fly out. The trouble is with that, now when I get there, you can put your phone number in there because it knows who you are. It'll send me a digital receipt. The trouble is with that, digital receipt is, now I got my receipt on my, you know, my, what do they call these fancy watches? There's a different name for it. Oh yeah, it'll text it on your smartwatch. And of course, rarely they want to see your receipt. Well, it's on my watch, and then they look to see that the bags are all cinched up. Well, why is it all cinched up? Because it's all cinched up because by the time I get out to my car, everything will vibrate and fall out. And I'm one of these people that park as far away from the entrance as possible. Number one, I'm mocking people that need to drive around and park up front. And, well, I need the exercise, and that's really the reason why it is. And so, there you go. That's why it is. Okay, so, and hopefully you guys did have a good Thanksgiving. I had a good Thanksgiving, but were you like me? You had your mashed potatoes. And what I did, I was just mesmerized. Why I did this, I started, you know, piling up my mashed potatoes, kind of like a giant column like this. And of course, people are staring at me. What are you doing? And then I started drawing columns in, you know, with my fork. and I took some green beans of the green bean casserole. I kind of put around like as if they're little pine trees, you know, and it kind of made like a devil's tower looking thing. And then I started going do 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 do, because I was making fun of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, that Steven Spielberg movie, remember, late 70s, where the aliens come down and they get whatever, the boy or what have you. So yeah, that sometimes I like to do that. Fruit smoothies. And then fruit smoothies are good. I don't know if they're good for you, but I like them. And then we're going to move on to, well, hopefully, if you weren't the host with the Thanksgiving, hopefully you guys were at least washing the dishes. Were you doing that? Okay, hopefully you were. And, okay, so let's go into songs. Well, I was going to go into songs that are very Thanksgiving-y. There really aren't too many. I guess there's the Close Encounters of the Third Kind song. I already went over that, because that's kind of, you know, mashed potatoes, Thanksgiving. There's Donk of Shane by Wayne Newton. And a funny thing with Wayne Newton, you know, he's the king of Las Vegas. And you know, if you've seen him, he's got the you know, the face lift, and I don't know if he looks the same, but when I was in Iraq, he actually came and visited us. And this was hotter than hell. It was summer. And I think he brought some of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders along. But the Dallas Cowboys have been doing pretty good. They just beat the Eagles. And I think they just beat the Chiefs. So that's pretty good. But at any rate, he brought in some of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. And I just remember they smelled really good. You got their perfume. What was I talking about? Yeah, so he sang Dunk of Shane, like, does that mean thank you? Dunk of Shane, something, Dunk of Shane. Another song that might be good is Thank You for Being a Friend by Andrew Gold. Thank you for being a friend. And he also sang that song, Oh, What a Lonely Boy, didn't he? Yeah, Andrew Gold. And so also, as far as those bags, I talked about that. Another thing, you know, okay, so here's a real Midwestern-y thing to do other than the bags. You get your containers. Now, this one is empty. What do you do with it? You know the answer to this. You use it to put stuff in. Like yesterday I made a ton of spaghetti, and I wasn't going to eat it all. And so I make frozen containers of spaghetti. So, like, unfortunately, in the middle of the night last night, it was about 2 in the morning, and I knew that spaghetti was there, and I got out one of the smaller ones, and I put it in the microwave, and I ate the spaghetti. But you don't have to spend anything for these, and they're reusable. And if you have people over, of course, you can send home, you know, like, whatever, lime green Jell-O, which is a staple for any Thanksgiving holiday, with the carrots in it, the mushrooms, marshmallows. Yeah, so, well, at any rate, this is a test run again. Hopefully this one works. I'm going to upload it, and this is how things are going to be done from now on. I have to find my other microphone. It's here somewhere. It's not a... I'll find it here. So, all right, thanks, everyone, and have a good night.